Number 4 for the practice exam. Alright, so it's a follow-up question from all the information from number 3. It says in number 4, using alpha level 5%, which one is an appropriate statistical conclusion? Okay, so let me just write the null and alternative hypothesis for you for this question. Okay, so what they are saying is that the null hypothesis, your beta, which is your slope, is equal to 0. That there is no relationship between x and y. There's no relationship between weeds per meter and the corn yield. Okay, and you want to test that there is actually a relationship. Sorry. So it's not equal to 0. There is some sort of slope or a correlation coefficient that it's not entirely 0. So we just want to know some sort of relationship at all. Okay, so the equation of the regression line is y hat is equal to 1.1 x plus 166. 1.1, negative 1.1 is our slope. So notice that our slope, we do have a slope actually in this scatter plot, and it's a negative slope. And a negative slope means that the scatter plot, and you see it in the figure, it's got a negative slope, so it's going down. Then the other thing that you need to look at after you recognize what the null and alternative hypothesis is you look at the p-value. The p-value is 0.038, and if you're comparing it to 0.05, 0.038 is smaller than 0.05, so that means you're rejecting the null. And again, the null is saying that there is no relationship, that there's no slope, or there's no rho. But there is. It's a negative 1.1x. So your p-value supports that, and your regression line supports that. But all you really need to show is that your p-value is small. So we reject this. We reject the null that there is no relationship between x and y, and we accept the alternative that there is in fact a relationship, and we learned that it's a negative relationship, negative correlation, or negative slope. So of my options in this question, it says, and let me just talk about A and let me explain why B, C, and D aren't correct. So it says A, the population correlation is significantly negative. So again, our p-value is smaller than my alpha, so we have significant evidence to reject the null, and the evidence is that, or what we're suggesting after we reject the null is that there's a negative correlation, and that's why it's true. You see that negative correlation. In B, it says the population correlation is not significantly negative, and that's not true because it is significant. 0.038 is less than the alpha, so that's why it's not B. C, there is not enough evidence to suggest. Okay, C and D you can ignore because there is enough evidence, right? 0.038 is less than 0.05, so that's number 4. I hope all of that helps.